Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? I am coming back to you on my beauty. And it's a nice, cool day this morning. It's the first day in a long months that the temperature has gone down to 20 degrees. A nice, crispy 20 degrees. So, without further ado, I am quite happy to be out on the motorcycle because it's a little bit nippy, but it's not too bad. I like me cold. I really do like me cold because, you know, with the cold, there's a little thing of having a Ducati that comes in handy. It's a heater, baby. It's a heater. So, yeah, it's gonna be good, baby. It's gonna be good. But yes, what I'm up to today is I am going to a morning cars and coffee with a group of friends. Well, I'm meeting up with a friend that I haven't not ridden with since I actually bought the bike. Life and things happen, and you know, people have things that go on, they can't ride, you know. But the good thing is, when they do get motorcycles again, friends are always friends, and they always reach out, and they're like, hey, let's go for a quick jolly ride, shall we? So, I'm meeting up with an old friend. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. Should be good catching up. I believe the last thing I remember him and I talking about was me congratulating him on being a dad. And yeah, he's from what I hear been enjoying dad life, family life, which is always good, because you know, you got some people who like that idea of having a family and stuff and things, and yeah, some people who don't. And he chose to have a family, and he quite loves it, and I give him full points for that, and I'm happy for him. So we will be meeting up at a fuel station. I'll check my fuel levels, and then we'll skedaddle on to the cars and coffee. How's it going, buddy? Long time no see.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's definitely been a freaking hot minute. Oh yeah. That's my friend on his new bike. Oof. And let us go, baby, let us go. It's a clean bike. It's a 2021 BMW S1000, baby. It seems like a lot of my friends are just going for the Beamers. Like, I understand why, because like Ducati's a bit, you know, well, known to be way too goddamn expensive, no matter where you are in the world, to be honest. So I understand the appeal of the BMW. It does everything really well at a really good price point, so I can't complain. And yeah, so a lot of people I know are getting BMWs, or the ones that had BMWs are now getting Yamahas. You know who you are, who I'm talking about. We'll be meeting up with him today as well. But yeah, anywho, Yeah, BMW S1Ks are a good bike. It's a very well-rounded machine. It does everything really, really well. I ain't got no gripes with it. The package that they offer from their bikes, they offer a bit more than what Ducati has to offer. But the thing, my only... I said I didn't have gripes, but I do have 1 or 2 gripes with BMW. In saying that, my brother had a 2013 or 2014. Could have been actually a 2012. It was a first generation S1Ks. They're good bikes, yes. But, yeah, I find BMWs to be a little... I know this is controversial, I'm going to get hate for it. A little soulless. It's like they've gone and over-engineered a bike to the point where there's very little character to the vehicle. Yeah, it's just literally soulless. That doesn't mean it's a bad bike, it just means there's only so much fun you can have with it, and how temperamental, like say for the other, like other brands bikes are, but the way that they're tuned and built and all that, there's strong points and there's weak points and all that kind of stuff. That kind of gives you character, and you can play around with the bike within the confines of what it's good and what's bad with, and you can have a bit of fun with that. That's the thing, is the BMW is sorry? Is it cash or card to get it? Both. Yeah, it's yeah, it does everything good. Not great, it does everything really good. So I understand why people get it, like price point, but for me, I primarily didn't get it, mainly due to the fact, 2 factors. My close friend that got me back into riding, well, not really got me back into riding, but my close friend who I rode with quite frequently at the time after my accident, he had a Ducati, so I was just like, I was just in the shopping state, because I was gonna get a Diavel at that point, but it's a good thing I didn't choose that. And at the time, there was no information about the Street Fighter. The only thing that was available was like, yes, we're releasing a new platform, and that was it. And I, from even when I had my Yamahas, had a soft spot for the Street Fighter. Even when I went over to Sydney to see my brother, we went to the Ducati, we went to bike dealerships and stuff. He had the S1000 at that time. And well, I walked into the dealership of Ducati in Sydney, and they had this massive turntable, and smack bang in the middle was a beautiful Street Fighter SP, and I was just like, that's a pretty naked bike. I'm not a fan of a lot of naked bikes, but that's a pretty naked bike. And you know what? One of these days I'll get one. And then obviously, as you know, the Street Fighter platform got cancelled because lack of sales, blah blah blah. You know, the general stuff that Ducati does when a platform doesn't make it any money, they just cancel it, wait a bit, and then re-release it with a new design and everything. And they've done that quite often. So at that point I was just like, I liked the 899 Panigale, got it, crashed it, and I was like, okay, I need to look for something else a little bit more comfortable, because my buggered back, all that kind of stuff. So I was looking at the Diavel, and then my friends at the Ducati dealership, and my close friend that I used to ride with, who also had Ducatis, he has the V4R at the time. He was just like, hey, we got a bit of information that there might be something on the horizon. So I was like, oh yeah, keep me posted. And then yeah, that's when they release the launch videos and launch event for the Street Fighter. And that's when I was just like, I'ma buy it. So I put my deposit in, and as I've gone over in my old videos of when I bought it and what the process was, I was fifth in the queue, and well, 4 people ahead of me cancelled their orders last minute. So I got moved up to position number 1, and some guy who was in position 6, who was behind me, he got the second bike, because there were 2 allocated to each Ducati store. 4 were delivered to WA. And yeah, I was unit number 1 out the door on launch day, because there was a launch party and everything. And they're like, oh, do you want to pick this up when store's closing? And I'm like, no, I want to pick it up now, because, you know, the only other bike was the other guy's, and it was locked up behind a fencing and stuff like that, so you can't actually get close to the bike. So I took delivery of it and then stood it outside so people could yeah, have a gaze at it. And then that video of me taking delivery is in one of my videos. If I can find it, I will pop it up in the description, or the little pop-up up the top right hand corner. But otherwise, yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing taking a delivery off a Ducati. There's a bit of showmanship, I guess you could say, in it. Okay, that was a red light, my guy. But alrighty. That's it, gotta have the downforce.
It's important to keep it down at 60, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, at 60. Wait, was that 60 miles an hour or kilometers an hour?
Kilometers?
Yeah, okay. Aaron, we'll be parking against the back wall. Go up there.
$5 per bike, but you guys can pay me after you.
Yeah, I'll park up.
Yeah,
To
watch your back, please.